Season's greetings, folks. Wildman Wes here.
I'm Rebecca.
And welcome to What's Your Poison's 24 Beers of Christmas, where we review 24 beers out of the Iowa Craft Beer Tent Advent Beer Calendar. If this is your first time, welcome to the show. If you've been around for a little while, welcome back. Oh, I feel really bad about yesterday because it was an IPA. And hopefully today we have something a little bit up your alley.
I came back to make a try.
Okay. This box is
sad.
Yeah, is very sad. Very sad box.
Hey, phrase it!
Let's see. So we got 12-ouncer. What do we got? Lion Bridge. We are very, very well known with Lion Bridge Brewing Company. House Project West Coast Pilsner with Idaho 7, Citra, and Sterling hops. Lion Bridge is from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. When I look at this, I say West Coast Pilsner and some of the hops in here. It almost seems like an IPA a bit.
Why the f*** do you and Jeff get all the good ones?
This could be a good one because it does say Pilsner. Pilsner is not necessarily an IPA. Do you think you can stick by it?
I came prepared this time.
Amen to that.
I've learned how this box is treating me.
Phrasing.
So when I see that it has Idaho and Citra hops in this and Sterling hops, there is a possibility it is going to have a little bit of that IPA flavor. So I'm hoping that she at least enjoys it if there's a little bit of a barley to it. Because yesterday's beer definitely had a little bit of a barley on that West Coast IPA. You kind of missed out on it. But that's...
Did I though?
Well, that's the difference between Cubs fans and Rocky fans. Yeah, I went there. Midwest, Colorado. You do the math. Let's take a sniff. I mean, I'm not really getting much of the hops at all. A little bit. I mean, I'm getting a slight bit of the dankness on the Citra hop, but everything else, it could be on the mouthfeel. Here we go. Have fun.
Yeah. Still pretty hoppy.
It's hoppy. This is what happens when we have a kid and watch Miss Rachel 24/7. This is what happens.
Hop, hop, hop. Hop and
This
stop.
is not a kid's show. This is a beer show.
I'm sorry.
Don't
Getting my days mixed up.
I get my days mixed up too. This is very clean for a beer, and with a Pilsner, I can see why it's clean. The hops are there. Lion Bridge, I love you so much. This one, let me take one more sip. Maybe I'm missing something.
You want some more?
Double duty. The Idaho 7 and Sterling hops are making this a lot cleaner from the Citra hop, and I don't know. I'm perplexed. I'm not saying I hate it, but I'm not saying I'm like a full-on fan. This may be a one and done for me. I'm gonna go with nice, just nice, because I'm not mad, not even disappointed. I'm just confused. I'm confused on the identity of this beer. That's the best way I can do this without getting in trouble with the powers that be. Oh man, Pilsner Hopman's coming out of me. No.
Honey.
No. We're going to take a quick commercial break because we got a movie review because Pilsner does not deserve to be on the 24 Beers of Christmas. We'll stick him at Beer Versus. That's the best way to do it. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're moving on to our movie review portion of this episode. Becca, thank you for joining me. I know you've been dealing with a lot with the dog training business and whatnot.
Yes, but good things are happening, I think.
I think so. But enough about that, let's talk about the movie. Today we're going to be talking about 2015's Love the Coopers. This movie was from CBS. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Wes, Becca, these movies lately have really been on cue with the Family Guy episode that you reviewed a while back. This one, not so much actually. This movie is about a family that is battling quite a lot. A little bit of dysfunction, a little bit of possible divorce. There has been some deception and infidelity. There's also a sense of wanting identity. There's also unrequited love. There's also bonds with family members, with other people outside in the community. And there's a lot of this tension on what's going to happen to the family after the holidays. That's pretty much the movie in a nutshell. I want to give you more, but at the same time, we've given you a lot, and this movie definitely is a breath of fresh air. So we don't want to spoil it. So, it is on Tubi, right? Was it Tubi?
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, okay, well.
I think it's on Tubi too, though.
Yeah, something like that. So, go to your local streaming services and watch this movie. It's time to talk about what we like and what we don't like about this film. Becca, I'm going to start with you.
I mean, for me, I was just very ADHD, especially in the beginning, and that could be, got lots going on with the doggies and all the holiday shenanigans, so that could be part of it. But the beginning was a lot of a blur for me. I do have to say, like, there was predictability, but not the kind of predictability I was expecting. I guess I was kind of expecting the whole Lifetime cookie cutter shenanigans, and that was not this.
No, not at all.
Actually, like, I really like the way that the families came together, the way that it kind of showed each family member what they're going through and how they function as a family.
I do agree with Becca on this one because of the fact that there is this camaraderie with the family, especially during the holidays. Many families deal with the joys and stresses that comes with it, whether it's buying presents, whether it's having to deal with any possibility that something is going wrong internally with one faction of the family. A personal like of mine was this montage where there's a photo op with Santa and all these kids are crying. And for me, that was kind of a nostalgic moment seeing that happen because it happened when I was a kid. Not for me personally, but with other kids. And recently I was at a convention where we were stationed next to a Santa photo booth. And we were hearing the kids cry. And I leaned over to my coworker and I went, "Bet you $10 one of these kids poops in Santa's lap." And eventually one of them did. We heard the people going, "Oh dear God."
Oh.
And it was priceless.
So glad I missed that.
I have noticed during this series, I haven't really talked about cast members in a lot of movies. This one I do have to preface a lot because you have a star-studded cast. You have Alan Arkin, you have John Goodman, you have Diane Keaton, you have Amanda Seyfried, you have Alex Borstein, Ed Helms, Anthony Mackie, Jan Squibb. The list goes on and on. A lot of who's who, whether still alive or no longer with us. Diane Keaton recently passed away, and watching this movie was a little bit bittersweet. But at the same time, I've always appreciated her performances. I do love everything they do in this. However, there are some things that I need to backtrack on.
Ooh, but I got one more good one that I just thought of.
Go ahead.
I like that it was the doggy at the end.
Steve Martin. That was the one thing that I thought about in this cast reading. He is the narrator, and the narrator is a dog, which is pretty awesome. That's the one spoiler alert we will give you.
Sorry, I got excited about the doggy.
No worries. The one thing that... Not just one, but two things. I got these weird vibes about the movie. The movie definitely has vibes based on two other movies. A Merry Friggin' Christmas and Love Actually. A lot of it has to deal with storylines with the characters involved. Apart from that, there is some cringy dialogue from time to time, and also some very awkward makeout sessions. Near the end especially. If you are wondering what we're talking about, like we said, you need to watch this movie, and you're welcome.
Can't even explain it. Like, you have to see it to believe it.
Yep. It's like a double rainbow or a unicorn, something like that. Enough stalling, enough chit-chat. It is time to grade this film. I'm going to start off on this one. It definitely is a breath of fresh air from a lot of the other films that we've reviewed so far. Though there are some cringy moments and awkward moments, I do appreciate everything that they do without trying to rip off any other movies. Quite frankly, I'm going to say A-. That I really feel that this movie is one that definitely is rewatchable. And on another aspect, it's understandable. Because we've all been in these situations. Not necessarily the ones that are in this movie, but the tension. The tension from characters during the holidays, we can all relate. It's very relatable. Becca, what do you think?
I think that's a fair grade. I'm gonna go with a B+.
Okay.
Only because I had a really hard time getting into it and getting focused in on it. Again, this is one that I want to rewatch just to make sure like it wasn't just me going nuts at the holidays.
That's fair. I mean, a lot of movies, sometimes we miss something and we have to rewatch it again. And the rewatchability is definitely on point.
This is for somebody who doesn't rewatch movies. I rewatch this one.
And I'm glad that I can help with that.
Ah, shucks.
We hope you enjoyed this episode on the beer as well as Love the Coopers. If you've seen this movie and had the beer and agree with us, leave a thumbs up. Otherwise, we understand. If there's things that you didn't like that we did or like that we didn't, leave a comment in that section below. We really want to see what you have to say about things like this. Also, make sure you share on social media, but most importantly, push that subscribe button. We are so close to hitting that 500 subscriber goal by the end of 2025. Also, make sure you check out our boy Hefe at Beer You Beer Me, as well as Beard Wizard Man for their beer-related content. Until then, I'm Wildman Wes.
I'm Rebecca.
And we will see you next time on What's Your Poison's 24 Beers of Christmas. Take care.